Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. Aretha Louise Franklin was born on March 25, 1942, in Memphis, Tennessee, to Clarence LaVaughn, C.L. Franklin and Barbara Siggers Franklin. Her father was a prominent Baptist minister and civil rights activist, and her mother was a gifted pianist and vocalist. The Franklin family moved to Detroit, Michigan when Aretha was just a toddler. It was in Detroit that her father established himself as a revered preacher at the New Bethel Baptist Church, where Aretha's earliest musical experiences took shape. Aretha's mother left the family when Aretha was 6 years old, and she died 4 years later. Despite this personal tragedy, Aretha found solace in music. She began singing in her father's church, where her powerful voice and innate musicality quickly stood out. By the age of 14, Aretha had recorded her first gospel album, Songs of Faith, which included the tracks Never Grow Old and Precious Lord, Take My Hand. These early recordings showcased her burgeoning talent and set the stage for her future career. In 1960, at the age of 18, Aretha Franklin decided to follow in the footsteps of Sam Cooke and transition from gospel to secular music. With her father's blessing and encouragement, she moved to New York City and signed with Columbia Records. Under the guidance of producer John Hammond, Aretha recorded a range of jazz and pop standards, but despite her prodigious talent, commercial success eluded her during her time with Columbia. Her early recordings, while showcasing her versatility and technical skill, failed to capture the raw, emotional power that would later define her music. Columbia tried to mold her into a jazz singer, but the fit was never quite right. However, her tenure at Columbia was not without merit. It provided her with valuable studio experience and helped refine her artistry. In 1966, Aretha Franklin signed with Atlantic Records, a move that would prove to be the turning point in her career. Under the direction of producer Jerry Wexler, Aretha was encouraged to embrace her gospel roots and infuse them with the secular sounds of rhythm and blues. This creative freedom allowed her to explore the full range of her vocal abilities and emotional depth. Her first single for Atlantic, I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, released in 1967, was an instant success, reaching #1 on the R&B charts and breaking into the top 10 on the pop charts. The accompanying album, also titled I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, included the iconic track Respect, a cover of an Otis Redding song. Aretha's rendition transformed Respect into an anthem of empowerment and civil rights, resonating deeply with both African-American audiences and the broader public. The song earned her 2 Grammy Awards and solidified her status as the Queen of Soul. The late 1960s and early 1970s marked the zenith of Aretha Franklin's career. She released a string of hit albums and singles that showcased her versatility and unmatched vocal prowess. Songs like Chain of Fools, Think, You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, and Spanish Harlem became timeless classics. Her music during this period was characterized by its powerful blend of gospel fervor, soulful expression, and a touch of pop sensibility. Aretha's influence extended beyond music. She became a symbol of Black pride and women's liberation. Her performances were electrifying, and her ability to convey profound emotion through her voice earned her a devoted fan base and the admiration of her peers. In 1968, she performed at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s funeral, delivering a heartfelt rendition of Precious Lord, Take My Hand, further cementing her role as a voice for the civil rights movement. Despite her professional success, Aretha Franklin's personal life was marked by struggles and challenges. She faced tumultuous relationships, including a troubled marriage to her first husband, Ted White, who was also her manager for a time. The couple divorced in 1969. Aretha later married actor Glenn Turman in 1978, but they divorced in 1984. She was also a mother to 4 sons, balancing her demanding career with her responsibilities as a parent. The mid-1970s brought changes in the music industry, and Aretha's commercial success began to wane. However, she continued to record and perform, demonstrating resilience and adaptability. In 1980, she signed with Arista Records, where she found a new wave of success with hits like Jump to It, Freeway of Love, and I Knew You Were Waiting for Me, a duet with George Michael that earned her another Grammy Award. Aretha Franklin's career spanned over 6 decades, and she remained a vital force in music until her passing. She received numerous accolades, including 18 Grammy Awards, and she was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987. In 2005, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States. Her influence on contemporary music is immeasurable. Artists across genres cite her as an inspiration, and her songs continue to be celebrated and covered by new generations of musicians. Aretha's voice, characterized by its rich timbre and emotive power, set a standard for vocal excellence. In 2018, Aretha Franklin passed away from pancreatic cancer at the age of 76. Her death was met with an outpouring of grief and tributes from around the world. She was remembered not only for her extraordinary musical contributions, but also for her role as a cultural icon who championed civil rights and women's empowerment. Aretha Franklin's life was a testament to the transformative power of music. From her humble beginnings, singing in her father's church, to her reign as the Queen of Soul, she touched the hearts of millions with her voice and spirit. Her legacy endures, a beacon of talent, resilience, and soul that continues to inspire and uplift.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Delving into the Deep for regular updates.